D regular season action coming to you from Thessaloniki in Greece as PAOK entertained Casamont Zaragoza, the team from Spain. So two teams coming into this one with victories last week in the competition. PAOK recording their first win this season in the Basketball Champions League. A good victory from them to get them off the mark in a very closely fought Group D. You see the 8 teams involved. Dijon, group leaders just a couple of weeks ago, went down at home to Turkon Basketball last night. The other 3 games coming to you today. There's Neptunus and Brindisi also at home in the later games. So this is a very competitive group indeed. A number of teams closely matched between. There's no team has really escaped the punishment. Every team having lost at least 2 games now after Dijon recording lost last night. And you can see PAOK won their first game last week. They still sit in 8th position though, but a couple of wins and how things could change. Zaragoza, 3-2 record at the moment, have the opportunity to move to a 4-2 record with a victory here on the road, and that would make them tied at the top of the table. Remember, there will be 4 teams that qualify forward into the playoff stages of the Basketball Champions League to make up the top 16. And that is what all these teams are fighting for in the home and away regular season. So we look at the Zaragoza lineup then. A number of players you'd have seen before, guys like Nicholas Brusino, DJ Seeley, a real team effort from the Zaragoza team. No Fran Vazquez for them tonight. He is out injured, so it'll be interesting to see how they deal without his expertise on the inside. But also, you know, Nemanja Radovic has done a good job for them. And then on the other side, there is Aaron Best, one of the key players for this PAOK team. Also Adam Smith as well, who we just got a picture of, the number 2. A lot of changes to this PAOK lineup, but the scoring power in the backcourt. On the side, the experience of club captain Vangelis Margaritis, a Greek national team player. So will PAOK be able to use that momentum from their first victory in this competition last week? Or will it be Zaragoza to continue, you know, their good strong start to the season? Zaragoza also come in having defeated Dijon last week 75-60, although that was at home, where Zaragoza are currently 2-0 on their travels. They lost out to Neptunus and Turkon Basketball. However, they did record victory over Beşiktaş. Zaragoza players waiting for their names to be announced. A very impressive home victory last week. They started off the game so brightly, 23-11 first quarter for them to lead over Dijon. It was Nemanja Radovic, who I mentioned, who had the strong game, double-double of 17 and 12. He's had 2 double-doubles in his last 3 games. He had a lot of backup. Brusino had 11, and Robin Benzing, the German international, had 20 points personal as well. So a couple of other misses for Zaragoza here tonight. As if Consut through some injury woes, but an important game for them. As Rodrigo San Miguel also struggling. So we'll see how much he's able to play tonight. As Vazquez, I mentioned, already out with a quadriceps injury. Now we turn our attentions to PAOK. Last week it was all about Adam Smith. 27 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds in that victory. There he is. He was the key performer, 10 of 20 from the field. A bit of everything in his 36 minutes for the team. Needs a bit more backup this week. Best had 19. Lewis had 18 as well. Those 3 really the key performers in terms of scoring anyway for this PAOK team. See if all 3 of them can step up again this week after that strong showing. Adam Smith has scored an average of 18 points a game here at home in the Basketball Champions League, so he obviously likes it are at home. We'll see if they can reach 80 points as an offensive total, because that is the number which seems to signify victory against Zaragoza. In the 2 games they have won, Zaragoza held their opponents under 80 points. In the 3 losses, our opponents have always scored over that figure. So something to keep an eye on for PAOK. If they can get to 80 points, chances are they're going to win here tonight. Wiggins making his way out. 9 points and 11 rebounds for him last week. Just 1 point shy of a double-double. Back end of the roster, Sarikopoulos and Zane Knowles will come out last. There he is. PAOK getting together, Zaragoza, and they'll shake hands and get underway as our coaching staff exchange pleasantries, as do the players. Important week for Zaragoza then. They have this game here in the Basketball Champions League. They'll turn it around and face off against fellow Champions League competitors Manresa domestically in the ACB this weekend. So an important win for them in both these competitions. As we see our 3 officials for today's game from Bosnia-Herzegovina, Bulgaria and France respectively. These 2 teams have faced off in the past. We'll get to that later as we see the starting lineup for Zaragoza. Brusino, Radovic, Alosen, Linnason and Dylan Ennis makes up the 5. So young Alosen will start alongside Dylan Ennis. Give him a little support. There is no place for Rodriguez San Miguel. He said he has been injured. They're integrating him back into the team. There's Coach Fisak there. So what an excellent job he has done on the sideline for Zaragoza. That 4th place finish in the ACB last year. Now entrance into the Champions League as well. As PAOK will go with Lewis, Smith, Wiggins, Agize and Sarikopoulos to make up their first 5. So that backcourt scoring power for PAOK. There is their head coach, Kostas Charalabidis, new man in charge after Coach Papatheodorou has moved on to AEK, also competing in the Basketball Champions League. So I mentioned these 2 teams have faced off in the past, and they have a rich history between the 2. They go back to 1991, where these 2 teams competed in what was then known as the European Cup Winners' Cup. They faced off 3 times in that competition in the quarter-final stages, home and away, in which PAOK came out on top both times, but then they met again in the final, 76-72, one of 2 European titles for PAOK in their history, their first European one, after being defeated at the quarterfinals and semi-finals in the past. They won their first title in Geneva against Zaragoza. So a team we should have fond memories of. We'll see if this is similar. So will it be a victory against Zaragoza in the early stages of a competition leading to European glory once again for the team for Greece? Or will it be Zaragoza to continue their strong start to this Champions League campaign? A strong start, or strong couple of years really for them as a club, growing year by year. Players out onto the floor then. Zaragoza in the red uniforms, PAOK in the traditional white and black. So welcome to game day 6 in Group D. We are in the PAOK Sports Arena in Thessaloniki as the hometown team control the opening tip. Man-to-man defense for Zaragoza. And we are underway here. First possession with Zaragoza. It'll be Adam Smith, be a key player. Here he is on that far side, trying to find some space. Gives it over to Lewis. Lewis a step to the inside. And now here is the big figure of Sarikopoulos. It'll be a battle of size. Sarikopoulos against young Linnason from Iceland. Smith to the corner, takes a 3, shot clock winding down, doesn't get it. And there is Tryggi Linnason. Innis heading in the other direction, draws the foul and gets the first score of the basket. Great start for Zaragoza then. First game of the season in the Basketball Champions League for Dylan Innis. He featured for Andorra last year in the ACB. Started the year at Monaco. Now, next season addition to Zaragoza. And he gets him a good start. Off the mark with a 3-point play, the team from Spain. As Lewis controlling and waiting. Here comes the screen to be set. Lewis, a little bit of room. Oh, good look, roll and finish. This is Sarikopoulos. Excellent footwork from him. Take it in, spin away from the defense. Allison. Gives it over to Brusino. Brusino, a name you'd have heard before in the Basketball Champions League. Goes back to young Allison. His 3 doesn't go. Just 18 years of age, the point guard. Tough matchup for him now against Lewis, who skips it to the far side. Smith has it. Smith will take the 3. Another miss. Great work on the offensive glass. Wiggins keeping it alive, trying to find some room to get up with and get fouled, which he does. Looks like Nicholas Brusino will pick this one up. See Wiggins trying to find some room. Yeah, good work from the official. Brusino wasn't straight up. So foul called and Wiggins will head to the line. First misses. 6'8" forward Wiggins. 3rd straight year playing in Greece. As he will tie the game, 3 apiece. Ennis picks it up. Now he'll cut over the top, gets it back from Allison. Allison cutting it through. Ennis using the high screen. Ennis getting into the lane. Oh, lovely little flip pass over the top and the easy finish for Linnason. Swiftly the other way. Lewis pushing it quickly to the inside. Lewis now, power game from him. Can't get it. Wiggins out of bounds. So it goes to Zaragoza. Oh, good work from the official. Wiggins just stumbled forward. Turns it over. Brusino. Using the screen. Brusino pulls up. Open jump shot. That's money in the bank for Nicholas Brusino. So Champions League fans will have seen in these last couple of years playing for Tenerife. Now gone over to Zaragoza. One of 3 players that have previously played for Zaragoza. Oh, lovely interchange. And Wiggins glides in. Excellent passing basketball from PAOK. Wiggins, 3 points for him. Alessandro now reverses it on. The open jump shot is short. And Radovic going the other way, gliding in. Wiggins once again. Hot start from Wiggins. The response is good. So just as Wiggins makes one instantly, the response from Brusino. He has 5. Now Lewis attacking the baseline, runs into some trouble. Finds Wiggins, great little pass inside to Sarikopoulos. And he'll put it home. To change from PAOK on the inside. Swiftly, Alisen, his bounce pass looks for Nemanja Radovic, but can't find him, and it goes out of bounds. Smith backs it out. Uses the high screen. Smith. Sarikopoulos kips it. Open 3. Oh, nothing but string music from PAOK. And that is that we haven't seen too much here tonight in Megakase. Now Ennis, step back 3. Doesn't get it. First man to it is nobody. Is Jaquan Lewis lets it roll out. And PAOK have the 2-point lead. And the 3 from Megakase. Smith holding and waiting. Gives it back into the hands of Lewis. Lewis off the high screen. Sarikopoulos. Again, the provider, and beautiful cutting basketball from Wiggins to get the finish. 7 points from him. He's just been the finisher every time. Sarikopoulos doing a great job finding him. He's now into the low post. Ennis will bring it out. His pass is loose. Lewis has it. Lewis ahead of everyone. Finishes it off. And it's going to be a timeout here. PAOK, a great start to this game. We said they lost their opening 4 games, but they won last week for the first time, and now they seem to have some momentum here. Lewis with the steal and finish. He has just 2 points, but Zaragoza trailing now. PAOK lead this one 16-10.
Desde los lados, porque tenéis 2. Esto quiere decir que parar el balón es menos, esto es next. ¿Me comprendéis? Para que siempre tengamos la opción de donde juegan el bloqueo directo. 1, si aquí hay 2, intervengo menos para defender este 2. Es un vertical y vuelvo. Participo, pero sobre todo, si alguna vez tienes que rotar es a robar el balón, no quedar en el medio. Vamos, dentro tienes, robar.
Out of the timeout then, Zaragoza started brightly. Since that point, really, PAOK have looked the more confident team. Substitutions as Javier Justis comes in. As does Jonathan Barreiro for Zaragoza. Here is Justis. And now Alisen trying to throw it up for the big man. He can't get the finish though, big Cuban. And it will be Lewis giving it over to Smith. Into the hands of Lewis once again. Pick and pop action. And selfish basketball for PAOK. Ball moving from one side to the other. Smith gets the shooter's roll. Good patience from PAOK. This is Trying to find an option. Who's this? Rolling. Can't handle the pass from Brusino. Who's going to come up with it? Jump ball called. Good work. That's Jaquan Lewis on the floor, tying it up. Excellent tenacity from him. He'll stay with Zaragoza. Shot clock on 5, though. Alassane to bring it in. Ennis is open. Oh, great play. Ennis made the cut. An excellent finish from Zaragoza. He make it a 6-point game once again. Skip to the corner. Open 3. He's made 1, make it 2. Ekekese knocking down another one, the man from Belmont University in the US. Good strong start from him, scoring the ball. Alassane trying to find some room, is fouled by Lewis. A little compact on that side. He was still able to find that room as Robin Benzing is going to come in for his first action, as does DJ Seeley. A lot of experience coming off the bench for Zaragoza then with those two men. There is Seeley, an extensive European career for him, and for his third different team in Spain. Seeley now holding, waiting. We'll use the screen. Oh, lovely pass to the inside. Who's this? Waved away, commits the travel. You see a little fake and shuffled the feet before the foul. Correctly waved away. As it's a 9-point lead now for PAOK. Chance to make it a double-digit game. Off the high screen, Lewis crosses over, finds some room, and nothing but string for him. Offensively, they've looked so confident here, PAOK, in the early stages. Lewis moves to 4, but just scoring all down. The lineup, all 5 players on the floor for PAOK right now have scored. Not one player on the floor for Zaragoza has scored. Benzing into the low post. His jump hook is good. Tough finish from Robin Benzing. Another one. Same spot, but different result. The roll doesn't go in favour of Ekekese. But he's left open under the ring. Nobody aware for Zaragoza. Ekekese manages to sneak to the inside where no one saw him. And a beautiful feed from that man, Lewis. Lewis, 4 points, 3 assists already here. He has as many as Zaragoza on his own. Seeley goes up and scores. This is his size advantage against Smith. First points of the night for Seeley. Foul is called. Good play once again for Lewis. Draws the contact. He actually found the pass for the open man, but it was called as a foul, so it'll be in-line possession. Substitution, see Rodrigo San Miguel come in, and Linderson coming back onto the floor. San Miguel on return from injury. As a little jump hook fails to go from Zane Knowles. He's the first substitute for PAOK. San Miguel now comes off the screen. So used to him wearing the 0-0 for Tenerife. Finds Benzing, and Benzing is fouled by Wiggins. Wiggins just tries to tip it away. Whistle for the foul right in front of the official though, so in-line possession for Zaragoza. Substitutions will come in. Wiggins goes out. First spell on the bench for him. And he's replaced by Shizas. But a turnover gives it back to PAOK. 85 seconds left. Lewis continues at the point guard position. Crosses the half. Here comes Smith, a lot of room, turns, fires, and yet again, a wide open look for PAOK, and these perimeter scorers from the Greek team enjoying this game so far. 28 points already put up from them. San Miguel going one way, then the other, kicks it. Good step along the baseline. They go into Linnason. And he's fouled on his way up. Linnason took some contact. He'll have to make these two from the line. First is good. So Tricky and Linnason, 7-1. Icelandic centre. He is the future of Icelandic basketball. National team which has performed well over recent years, especially with their lack of size on the inside. He's about to change all of that as he grows year on year, you know, on the floor. Smith fakes, again a wide open look, and once more Adam Smith is not going to miss looks like that. He comes into this one off the back of that big game last week, and you cannot give guys like him such open chances. Hit 27, a season high last week. Could get more than that if this continues, as Zaragoza get a basket in response. Benzing has a quick fire 4. PAOK able to hold for this final possession though. Screen comes from Knowles. Lewis steps back, fires it up. A rare miss, the tip nearly fell for PAOK, but who will end this one after 10 minutes, and it's PAOK looking comfortable here offensively. 30 points already in the first 10 minutes. Zaragoza need to try and establish themselves on the defensive end. They put up 20 themselves, and I think they'll be frustrated at giving up those type of percentages. Look at that, 10 of 12 from the field from 2-point range for PAOK. Now, incredible, really. They top it off with some good three-point shooting as well. So a real offensive performance from the team in white here tonight. Atman Ekekese, he's knocked down a couple of threes, but just such a balanced scoring game so far. He leads the way with 8, but Smith has 7, Wiggins 7, Sarakopoulos has 4, Jaquan Lewis has 4 points, 3 assists as well, and Sarakopoulos also has 3 assists. So just performances all over for PAOK, for Zaragoza. No one really has stepped up in the same way. Brusino and Dylan Ennis both have 5 apiece to lead the way for them. But I think it's not the offensive end that's the problem. It's plays like that on defense where they just left the open man at the ring. So keep up to date with all the action in the Basketball Champions League, all the scores on the BCL app, available for download to your mobile device. Fantastic way of keeping in touch with every game, player, team that's playing in this great competition. If you go and check it now, what you'll see is a 10-point lead for PAOK at the beginning of the second quarter. Possession for them as well. Having put up 30 points already here. Come out into the game. They have their 5 out there on the floor. as they have Knowles, Margaritis, Shizas, Smith and Shoklas. Foul will be called. Looks like it's going to go against Zane Knowles. Zaragoza. A great stop defensively is Robin Benzing. He's joined by Barreiro, Justis, San Miguel and Sealy. There is Sealy giving it over to San Miguel. He'll use the screen. Flips inside to Justis, comes up short. Rebound for Margaritis. Coming the other way, Pauk have the step. Pass from Smith was a rare poor one though. As he tried to find Knowles, just kind of flipped it into the air. And it's turned over. San Miguel calls the play. Comes off the screens and now post Sealy here against Smith, the smaller man. Smith took a shot to the face, I think. Second time they've tried to post him. Foul against Smith, drawn by DJ Sealy. Smith goes out. Best comes in. More size to try and take away that threat off Sealy. But now he goes out to the perimeter. Comes off the screen, stops, goes again. Gets the inside and it drops. I'm not sure if it was the shot from Sealy or whether it was touched at the last second by Justis. But either way, Zaragoza have their first score of this second quarter. Best. Back into the hands of Shoklas. Skip past the Best. Another three. In and out this time. Knowles had good position to grab the rebound, but couldn't quite take it in. Sealy to San Miguel. Foul is called as Apollon Shoklas just grabs the arm and holds on to Justis. Knew he had the mismatch. Oches just holds the arm. Commits the personal sacrifices to put it on the baseline. Sealy, bodies go flying, and it's an offensive foul. Justis committed for the foul. I'm not sure what he did from that angle. Official had a different one to us, so tip away from behind, chance to run. Benzing has it, gives it to San Miguel. He finishes it off. Score from San Miguel. Good start to quarter number 2 here for Zaragoza. They cut it back to make it a 6-point game. Nearly another one from Benzing. Low post for Pauk. Margaritis. He has it tipped away. Who gets to it first? It is Zaragoza. As Barreiro picks it up. Here comes San Miguel. Calms everything down. Organises his team here. They try and get Sealy a touch. Sealy can't get open. San Miguel uses the screen. Goes to Benzing. Benzing. Lovely fake. And he is fouled. Shizas is called for it. Yes. Strakopoulos looks on from the bench. There is Stavros Shizas. Foul again. A lot of whistles here at the start of the second quarter. Pauk don't like that one. 4th team foul against Pauk already. Not even 2.5 minutes into this half. Here is Sealy with the ball between his legs, trying to find some room. Well guarded by Best. Sealy, beautiful pass. Oh, great team basketball from Zaragoza, and Benzing finishes it off. Excellent extra pass from Rodriguez San Miguel. It started with Sealy. Great timing from him to find the corner. San Miguel unselfishly moves it on. Benzing buries the 3, and a 7-0 start to the second quarter sees a timeout called by Pauk, because after they played so well in that first 10 minutes, they've lost some momentum here. And they've already got into foul trouble. And now the offense is starting to stutter. Let's listen in and see what they're going to do to try and change that.
Back in. You know who you guard. San Miguel εδώ πέρα, Benji εδώ. We rotate on him and we leave him alone. The shooter. We leave the shooter alone. Go guys, play smart. Play smart. Okay. Hey. Four down. Pass the ball. Come for play. Okay. Pass the ball here. If we have nothing, set the screen. Okay. Second offense. See. Flash forward. Second offense. Flash forward. Come, leave. Dribble handoff with him. You are coming to set the screen on him. You are coming to set the screen and immediately pin down for Abu. Okay. Space the floor. Space the floor and pass. Hey, guys, let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Back to action then. Will PAOK have a response coming out of their timeout? The Benzing 3 made it a 3-point game, and Benzing an instant impact. Perfect 3 of 3 from the field, 7 points on the night for him. He averages 12 a game coming in. And it's a 9-0 run if you count the other side of the quarter break as well. Smith, Margaritis, they'll use the skip pass. Far side. Best. Tough jump shot goes. Got himself beautifully to the paint. And a tough finish. He was a little off balance. Managed to make it. San Miguel looking to the inside. Who's this? And now the jump shot goes for Sealy. Good team basketball from Zaragoza. PAOK's opportunity now. Haven't got their first score of the second quarter. I'll use the screen. Trying to find something. Choclas doesn't really have anywhere to go. Hits Smith way out in the backcourt. Smith, shot clock getting low. Goes back to Choclas. They're not going to get it away. No, all stayed on that far side. No room. And a 24-second violation is called. Sarikopoulos comes back in for Knowles. He was a big part of why they played so well in that first quarter. You can see it clearly doesn't get away in time. Not sure what the complaints from the PAOK bench were. They're going to have to be on the defensive end now. Zaragoza could tie it with a 3 here. Sealy's going to try it. He can't. There's best snatches in the rebound. Here comes Choclas the other way. Gives it over to Sarikopoulos. Now Smith for 3. And he'll knock down another one. Adam Smith, 5 of 7 from the field. Incredible early performance from him. Sealy backing it down. Turns, fires over Smith and gets a score. It's going to be a battle all night, that matchup. Sealy against Smith. Sealy moves himself to 6. Shot glass over to Best. Best will pull up and he'll knock it down. Aaron Best, a scoring punch coming in. 5 points personal foul. Only played 3.5 minutes. Makes it a 7-point game once more. Sealy isolates, backs it in on that far side. Shoots over the top of Smith once more and banks it home. DJ Sealy showing what he does best. Man from Modesto Christian High School. Shot glass. Sarikopoulos fading, doesn't get it to go. San Miguel controls the ball once more. Benzing trying to post. He likes that matchup. I'll go to this instead. His jump shot is good. So defense had all the eyes on the low post with Robin Benzing and forgot about Javier Hustis making himself available. Right around that foul line. Smith, his opportunity. Finds Margaritis, level flip pass to the inside, and a foul is called. So Sarkopoulos will go to the line. Hustis tried to get position. Benzing went for the block. And a foul was called against Hustis. And there'll be 2 shots to come for Zizis Sarkopoulos. Alisen, young 18-year-old point guard, back into the game. This is Nemanja Radovic for Zaragoza. First is missed. Sarkopoulos, and he misses the second as well. This does a good job taking it off the ring. Didn't give it a chance to get the friendly bounce. Sealy, too much room for him. Finds Hustis. His jump hook, way short. Tip nearly went. Radovic stays with it. But Margaritis comes away with it and finds Smith in transition. Smith hesitates, backs it out. No hurry from him. So a couple of screening for Lewis. Lewis forced into the backcourt, goes to Smith, open look. And once more, you know what that means. Open look for Adam Smith. Money in the bank, 13 points now for him. Third 3 of the night. Lead back up to 6. Benzing will try and respond. Doesn't, but is fouled by Best. 3 shots to come. Benzing makes number 1. Let's have a look. PAOK didn't like the call. I think he does get him on the wrist. Benzing, German international. Steadies himself, having made his first 2. 3 of 3 as he goes out. Brusino replaces him. Big difference in free throws. Zaragoza 6 of 6. PAOK just 1 of 4 from the line, but it's the Greek team that has the lead. 41-38 here. Smith dancing with it, steps back, finds Lewis, his triple, misses badly. Coming in the opposite direction, Sealy's done everything for Zaragoza second quarter. 8 points personal from him. Finds Hustis, skip pass, open triple. Doesn't go for Alisen, but he will collect the rebound as it's tipped back to him. Brusino waiting. They're trying to milk this high-low action. Hustis again. Made 1 from that spot, make it 2. Well, the size Zaragoza has on the block means that defense is trying to help take that away. Giving up that jump shot to Hustis. He's got 6 points personal now. Smith, far side. Margaritis moving it on. Open. He's Sarkopoulos on the inside, and a lovely little move from him. Fakes one way, goes the other. Sarkopoulos 6 points. Sealy spins away. Open man in the corner. Brusino is good. Nicholas Brusino knocking down the 3-point shot. Seems trading baskets, but we are tied at 43 here on that one. Sarkopoulos goes to Smith. Smith, drawing a lot of attention, is fouled on his way to the ring. There's Alisen. He'll be called for the personal. Ennis back into the game then, finish off this first half, this last 89 seconds as Seeley goes out. Linison comes in for who's this as well, Brusino. Can't save it. Thought he was going to get there in time, Brusino. Was unable to. Looks like Alassane got a shot to the face. Not sure what happened. I didn't catch it. Let's see if we can see something on a replay if it comes up. Alassane seems to have taken a shot to the eye. .24 seconds has gone onto the clock, and it'll be possession for PAOK. So fresh 24 clock for them. Lewis brings it down. Here comes Smith once again. Smith open, can't get it. Linison down the floor early. Alassane penetrates, gets it, and now use the screen. No, rejects it, gets into the lane. Much more aggressive from him on this possession. But turnover as he tried to get it into the hands of Radovic. High pass, deflected, out of bounds. We'll stay with PAOK. Our shot clock says 16 seconds though. So looks like it's going to be a 24-second, an 8-second violation unless they get it over the half. They do go forwards successfully into the hands of Sarikopoulos. And now Best will control. 10 seconds only for him. Uses the screen. Best attacking, draws contact. And he was just too quick for Trygve Linison. Linison slow to get up, doing his laces. And I've just tweaked the ankle a little. New 14 for PAOK. They'll bring it in. 44 seconds left in this first half. Lewis coming off the screen. Pass to the corner, nearly lost. And then it is turned over by PAOK. Chance to run. Alassane ahead of everybody. Can he finish? No. And it's PAOK going the other way. 3 against 1. Smith, Best, can't finish the alley-oop. And a foul is committed. Frustration from PAOK. 3-on-1 in transition. Lewis tried to throw the lob. Best couldn't handle it. And a wasted possession there. Lucky they didn't get called for unsportsmanlike as well. Exactly what Brusino was asking. Team fouls means it will be 2 shots to come. If the referees go to the monitor, they might change this one to an unsportsmanlike because there was not a lot of play for the ball. And if that happens, it would be a disaster for PAOK. Zaragoza were 1 against 3 in transition. And really should have given up a layup, and it's going to turn into 2 free throws for them and potentially possession as well with just 18 seconds left. Well, I've seen a lot worse made an unsportsmanlike foul. No, just a regular foul from the referees. So 2 shots for Nicolas Brusino. Mentioned the fact he spent these last few years with Tenerife. Played in the Final 4 of this competition last year. Had 17 points in the semi-final win for Tenerife against Antwerp. taking them to the final where they couldn't overcome Bologna. Next one of two. And there'll be a timeout called. Zaragoza taking the lead. He did have a 4-point lead earlier in the game.
Hey, we are on board. Okay. Guys, we're gonna play fist five. Fist five. Is this it? This is section. Then you up to this. You play as the five, and you set the screen with pick and pop. Okay. You set the down screen. He has the ball, upper corner, down screen. Hey, read. They play head. So immediately, if you recognize set, pass the ball front. You speak and pop. Okay, and you stay corner. Okay. One offense. We start 8 seconds. We start 8 seconds.
Get a bucket now, guys. Let's get a bucket. Vamos. Out there.
Go.
Well, PAOK had a Zaragoza had a 7-3 lead. Their largest of the game at that point, but they were then tied up 7 apiece shortly after. And they hadn't led from then on until this moment here. PAOK will have a chance to regain the lead, something they've had for 14 minutes in this first half. On this final possession, Lewis just goes through the gears, glides in and finishes it. Chance to respond for Zaragoza from the half. Brusino just too strong. Beautiful play from Lewis. Rejected the screen, drove to the ring. Just too quick for Brusino, protected it beautifully. Picking it up and finishing with one hand. 6 points and 4 assists for the point guard from PAOK in that first half. He controlled the play and he gave him the lead back on that one at the half. It is 45 to PAOK, 44 to Zaragoza. Well, PAOK cooled down greatly in that second quarter. Just 15 points for them after the huge first. And Zaragoza really just steadied the ship. DJ Seeley came in and gave some stability to the Zaragoza team. He has 8 points, but also off the bench, Benting has 10. Brusino ended with 9 as well. And you can see their scorers. Smith 13, just got countless open looks in that first quarter to lead the way for PAOK. He's 5 of 8 from the field. Adam Smith 3 of 6 for 3. As he's been helped by, strong performance from Jaquan Lewis, but then also Negakase, who has 8 points on 2 of 3 3-point shooting. So, entertaining first half. PAOK looking comfortable. Zaragoza slowly chipping away. Got a little bit of a lead at the back end of that first half, but then PAOK responded. So it's all still very much to play for in the second half. PAOK searching for their second straight win in this competition, having lost their opening 4 games. Make sure you go nowhere, as we'll take a short break here and be back shortly for second half action.
trying to find a way through, and he does brilliantly. Couple of hesitations, and he finally got the space, and he finished left-handed. 9 points for Lewis.
Little Poverty. They just said go to the basket. Here we go. And he gets rejected. And the ball batted out of bounds. It's going to be, look at this, Mr. McAdoo.
5-second difference between shot and game clocks here. Alley-oop, slam dunk. Down big by Tony Wroten. More points in the paint.
On one screen now. What a pass. Oh, baby. What a throwdown. And it's that big fella. And it's number 21, Kamari Murphy. Just caught it off the pick and roll. What a pass by Trevay Simpson.
And now the alley-oop. Oh, how about that from half court? And it's Foster that throws it down. Another assist for Klein. 14 points the difference. No look pass. Oh, and the dunk. Radovich with the dunk.
Every time they attack the basket, they want to rip the ring down. Another alley-oop. Oh, no way. He did it again. Terry is the flying man out there. He wants to rip it all down. I can't believe what we're seeing right now.
Thompson rolling to the ring. Here he is now. Spins, goes along the baseline, throws it down. Well, he had the #1 play last week, and that might be in the top 10 once again. Siobhan Thompson, the reverse over Mustafa Fowl. Huertas. Oh, they find Salim wide open. The flare is good. What execution from Tenerife. Big time shot from Sasu Salim.
Extra pass, Saros puts it on the floor, goes strong, oh! Put an exclamation mark under that performance. But watch this, highlight time. Saros has been unbelievably good.
at the half here in Thessaloniki. Robin Benzing leads the way for Zaragoza. He has 10 points personal. He's still trailing 3 behind Adam Smith as the game's leading scorer, but off the bench, Benzing 10 minutes, 10 points. A perfect 3 of 3 shooting from the field. He was very much the reason Zaragoza got themselves back into the game. They trailed by 10 at the end of the first quarter, having given up 30 points in that first 10 minutes, but then recovered well. Second quarter, they have made it now a 1-point lead for PAOK at the half. It is 45-44 here in the PAOK Sports Arena. We mentioned Adam Smith. He has 13 points as the game's leading scorer, 5 of 8 from the field. And I think he would have been a subject of talking for Zaragoza on the defensive end at the halftime break. A number of wide open looks for Smith, and he's a fine perimeter threat. You can't give him that much time or space. So, see what changes could be made. Wiggins started the game very brightly indeed for PAOK before going to the bench, having picked up his second personal foul. Never came back. 7 points for him in the opening 8.5 minutes. So, it'll be interesting to see if holding him back helps PAOK in this second half. He's got no foul trouble now, having not picked up his third. Just 1 of 4 from the free throw line, PAOK. Apart from that, pretty strong shooting percentages, as they're 13 from 17 from 2-point range. And 19 for 30 overall. Fans have had a good one here. Remember, PAOK come into this one last place in Group D. Right now, having won just 1 game in their first 5. That was last week. So it could be a real momentum swing for them should they win their second in a row. Group D is close as any group in this competition. No team has less than 2 losses. And Zaragoza, who currently have 2 wins and 3 losses. No, 3 wins and 2 losses, excuse me. Have a chance to go top of the table should they win here tonight. So a lot still to play for as we are underway in the second half. Here is Adam Smith, the hot man from the first half. He kicks it out to Lewis. They move it on through Wiggins, back to Smith. But look at the defense from Ennis. He's playing his first game for Zaragoza in the Champions League. Ennis will be whistled for the foul. It was a close one, wasn't it? Referee right on top of it, though. Ennis, call for the contact on the arm, and Smith will be at the line for 2. First is good. After 27 last week, Smith already to 14. Smart play from Zaragoza to keep it from dropping yet again. They'll tip it off the ring. Here is Ennis back into the hands of Alacen. Alacen over to Radovic. Now Alacen once more. Stops, fires the 3. Can't get it, but he's going to pick up his own offensive rebound, and he is fouled. Oh, just stayed with it, didn't he, Alacen? Chose the contact from Margaritis. It's a quiet game here. Margaritis scoreless, 2 rebounds in 9 minutes. Ennis to the corner. Alacen didn't catch it cleanly though to be able to shoot. Gives it back to Ennis with 4 on the clock. He's going to have to work here. This time Alacen has a lot more space. Can't finish. Ennis with the rebound, flips it up, doesn't get it. And the rebound taken in by Sarakopoulos. Lewis, in no hurry, gets it down. Tells Smith to come high and collect the ball, which he does. Here is Margaritis. Has it rejected, stays with it, kicks it out to Lewis. Lewis runs into a lot of bodies. Smith, couple of jabs, fires. It's good! Adam Smith buries another one, 4th 3 of the night for him. 17 points personal. Here is Ennis off the screen. Glided in, finishes. Bodies go falling to the floor. Ennis wants a foul. Wiggins wants the knee a little. Seems a little shaken up. I didn't see what happened. He took a little contact against Dennis as he drove to the basket. Really seeing that angle. So Wiggins goes out. It's disappointing because he started the game brightly, picked up those fouls and had to sit, and then he felt like he was going to be able to come back in, but he goes out. Best replaces him. Saragopoulos gets a finish off the beautiful feed from Margaritis. Turned it over. And there's good defense from Lewis. He goes in the opposite direction. Lewis just carries on going, and it makes it. Well, Lewis kind of looked around, tried to find somebody to pass to. There was no one there, but he realized there was a lane to the ring. Continued to attack, got the score. Shaquan Lewis now 8 points, 4 assists, 4 of 6 from the field. Eight 2 start to the second half for PAOK. Ennis coming off a couple of screens, squares up, can't hit it. Foul is going to be on the rebound. It's going to go against Zaragoza. Not sure if it's going to go against Linison or Aradovic. It is against Radovic. So Lewis now a 7-point lead, controls the plate, has the step. This time it's rejected by Linison. That's the same play that they used at the end of the first half. PAOK just opening up for Lewis, couldn't get the finish over big Drigvi Linison. Margaritis wide open. He still can't finish, searching for his first points. Ennis pushing the other way. Loses it, regrains it. Linison dunks it home. Great play from Zaragoza. Not perhaps the way they drew it up, but still unselfish. 6 points for the big Icelandic centre. Smith draws the foul. Benzing apologises. Best isolating on that far side. Gives it over to Smith. Hasn't got a lot of room. It doesn't matter. Adam Smith got the radar going now. He's barely touched the sides tonight, let alone anything else. 20 points personal from Smith. Big night ahead for him, unless somebody from Zaragoza can limit his touches. Benzing now, low post. Shooting over Best. Can't get it. Here comes Smith once more. Got to be careful of him pulling up. He's going to go all the way. Smith glides in. 2 more with the left. Well, Adam Smith kind of drifted to the three-point line. Thought about taking the triple. Had no need, though, as he could get to the ring for an easy 2. Allison off the screen, waiting for Henderson. PAOK want to travel, but it's going to be a foul instead. Allison. It's Linison. San Miguel, Justice come in. Referee's going to go to the monitor. Not sure what they're checking. was clearly away before the shot clock buzzer. Can't believe they're checking that. Can't see if it's a 2 or 3 point shot from that angle. Wait. Adam Smith, what a game. 8 of 11 from the field now, 22 points, 22 minutes for him. Checking to see if it's a 2 or a 3. Yeah, no doubt. 3 point shot, not even close. So, confirmation, 3 point shot from Adam Smith is good. And we'll be finally back to action here in line possession for Zaragoza. Ennis throws it off the back of Smith and lays it up. San Miguel trying to pressure up the floor. Lewis has no problem in evading the pressure. Now takes it to the side. Smith again off a couple of screens. Here he is. Smith with space. A rare miss. San Miguel, lovely pass ahead, and Ennis lays it up for 2. Swift transition play from Zaragoza from one end to the other. Lewis again playing against the pressure of San Miguel. Holds and waits. Lewis has the step, slides in, fouled and scores. He's picked his opportunities really well here tonight. Jaquan Lewis shared the ball beautifully early on, and now when he does put the ball on the floor, defense a little late in rotating, worried about his ability to find the open shooters. And the foul is against Nemanja Radovic. So at the line, Jaquan Lewis. 12 points, 4 assists now for him. Zaragoza need to get some of that momentum they saw in the second quarter. Justice rolling to the basket, finishes it off. And that'd be enough to get them going. Screen coming, Lewis. Little hesitation, once more. Just too easy. Jaquan Lewis, beautiful penetration from him once again. San Miguel. Over to Ennis. Ennis to the low block. Radovic waiting, holding, surveying. Finds San Miguel for 3. Can't get it. Fight for the rebound. It's off Ennis last. Possession back with PAOK. Well, game of runs. They had the 10-point lead in the first quarter, then it was tied up in the second, and now a chance to make it a double-digit lead again for PAOK. It's been all about this man, Jaquan Lewis, in the third quarter. And there's the ball, 7 of 11 from 2-point range. Off the screen once more, Lewis. This time tries to find a tough pass to Knowles, turns it over. Benzing stops, pops, makes it. Robin Benzing straight in and makes another one. Big time shot from Benzing. 13 personal now for him. Lewis finds Knowles. Knowles can't finish, but he's fouled. Better put past that time from Jaquan Lewis. Seeley's going to come back in, as does Jonathan Barreiro. Zane Knowles scoreless on the game, 0 of 2 from the field. Can't make the free throw. This was a slight Achilles heel for them in our first half. They were just 1 of 4 at that stage. Now 3 of 8 from the free throw line. Make that one. 7-point game. Seeley's jumper doesn't go. Aaron Best snatches in the rebound and safely gives it to Jaquan Lewis, which has been a good sign for PAOK in this third quarter. Anytime he's got the ball in his hands, good things have happened. Smith finds Knowles. Knowles spinning, traveling. Just a little stumble there at the end. Gives it back to Zaragoza. San Miguel takes it to the wing. Seeley. A lot of bodies in front of him. His pass nearly picked off. Barreiro fouled on his way to the basket. Will be rewarded with 2 shots. From Barreiro. Scoreless on the night, just 1 rebound to his name in his 12 minutes. Makes the first. Ready at the line for number 2, Barreiro. He's short, tries to chase it down. And he was adjudged to have violated by crossing the free throw line too early. So he can't move until the ball has hit the ring. Everybody else is allowed in on the release from his hands. That's what the problem was. Gives it back to PAOK. Lewis, back to Smith. Smith now into the hands of Lewis. Those two playing a little keep away between themselves. Come up with nothing on this possession though. San Miguel wants it on this near side. Not going to get it though. Justis has it in the low block. He loses it, and it's going to be PAOK possession. Kind of similar to the play from Zane Knowles at the other end. Kind of just stumbled as he tried to spin. And rather than travel, he lost possession of the ball. Open jumper. Doesn't go on this occasion. San Miguel. Seeley now. Barreiro. Over to San Miguel. Deflected pass. Smith crosses over. Fouled. Seeley commits it. DJ Seeley committing the personal foul. No unsportsmanlike called. They're going to check this one on the monitor though, see if there's a play for the ball. Could well be 2 shots and possession for Smith. DJ Seeley looking up at the scoreboard. And there's an unsportsmanlike. So 2 shots plus possession. First one from Adam Smith is good. Second gets the roll as well. So what a game from Adam Smith. 24 points now. Possession as well for PAOK. They lead this one by 8 already. Smith will bring it in. Lewis closely guarded by San Miguel. A bit of spacing issues. Eventually goes to Knowles. Bodies flying everywhere. This took a big hit to the chest. Sealy pulls it back, takes the three, and buries it. Well, it was 4-on-4 for a second there, and DJ Sealy enjoyed the open space. 11 for him now, first triple of the night. 5-point game. Pull up is good. It's that man, Jaquan Lewis again. 15 now for him. Sealy trying to respond again. Can't. Best will push in the opposite direction. Throws it ahead. Nearly lost between Smith and Lewis. Lewis now into the lane again. His attempted pass, and he is fouled. Team fouls against Zaragoza means this will be 2 shots for Jaquan Lewis. He averages 12 points, 3.5 assists already here. Got a whole nother quarter still to play. He's got 15 points, 5 assists. So above his season average for both those numbers. Has played an outstanding game so far. Jaquan Lewis has said in the early stages, didn't really score so much in the first quarter. Real provider, got everybody else going, got Smith into the game. And it's just now opened up for him in the second half. And you see, way above his average, 17 now. 9-point lead. He'll get a breather here. San Miguel. Foul away from the ball. Looks like it's going to be Stavros Chizas. Pereiro hands it over to Sealy, sets the screen. Pereiro roll into the basket. Sealy doesn't need him yet. Finds Brusino. His three. No good though. And Pauk will hold, use up a lot of this time in the third quarter here if they can. Shot glass to the corner. Kicks it out now. 7 on the clock. Best reverses it over. Gets it back again now. Best will take the three. Too strong, fight for the rebound, it's won by Pauk. Best will take it again early and buries it. Well, he took it early. If he had missed it, it would have worked for Zaragoza, but he made it. And now they've got a chance to get a stand here for the final 6 seconds. San Miguel, Tax finds Pereiro for three. The response can't go. And Pauk making all the crucial plays in that third period. Big time three from Aaron Best. Sees a 28-17 third quarter come to an end for the hometown team. And there it is, Best on the kick out for three. Moves himself to 8 points. And there is the confirmation. 73-61, Pauk over Zaragoza after 3 quarters of play here. What to do for the Spanish team, very reminiscent of that first quarter. 70% still for Pauk from 2-point range. Zaragoza themselves 68, but a discrepancy in 3-point percentage. 45% for Pauk, just 27 for Zaragoza is a big difference in this team's the scoreline. A lot of the other statistical categories pretty even. Same for points in the paint. Points from turnovers identical as well, just 1 turnover in it. But Pauk having led for 24 minutes, Zaragoza for just 3 through the first 3 quarters. They made a remarkable comeback in the second quarter, winning it by 9. They're going to need that here, Zaragoza, at least, because right now they trail by 12 heading into the fourth period. 73-61. They do have the first possession. Sealy to Linison. And an offensive foul against the 22-year-old. Margaritis made the most of it. Second foul against Linison. Margaritis, low post. Extra pass. They will now have it on the far side. Team basketball, but it's turned over at the end. Zaragoza's defense. A fine job rotating. Now Barrero into the hands of Sealy. He's got to carry some offensive load here, DJ Sealy. San Miguel off the screen. Linison rolling, but the backdoor cut. Here's Brusino. 6 on the clock. Sealy stops, loses it, picks it up, fades. Can't get it to go. Rebound taken in by Barrero. And now San Miguel for 3. Fight for the rebound. Won by Pauk. They'll push in transition. Best going all the way. He loses it. It's going to be a jump ball possession with Pauk still. Just feel like, you know, every big play, every opportunity they get to get some momentum. Zaragoza, the open 3 from San Miguel there, just not falling for them, not going in their favor right now. Got to try and find a way to change that. Off the screen, shot glass. Now Best. Slicing in with his left, loses it. Sealy, San Miguel 2-on-1. Sealy is fouled. Shotglass commits it. Not sure what play there is for the ball there. I'm not going to go to the monitor though, despite the fact Shotglass wasn't even looking at the ball, completely in the opposite direction. The high screen, Sealy, one way then the other. Lobs it up. Linison gets the finish. Such a dangerous target on that roll, Linison. If he can take in the pass, if he's given any space, he can finish. Look, 3 from 3 from the field, 8 points, a couple of dunks. But the lead is still 10 here. Shotglass. His 3 is good. No, given us a 2, I believe. Yeah, foot was on the line. Omopol and Shotglass. San Miguel beats him easily, pulls up in the lane. And again, just another opportunity gone missing for Zaragoza. Good clean look for San Miguel. Doesn't fall for him. Shotglass, he uses the high screen. Kick out is a turnover. Sealy lets it run out of bounds. Didn't want to risk touching it and it going out in favour of Pauk, but if he had managed to get there first, so we were in a 3-on-0 fast break. Wiggins is going to come back in. Foul trouble in the first half, then he picked up that kind of knee injury. Quarter number 3. Good to see him back out on the floor. Alisen gives it over to Sealy. Sealy pulls up. Again, opportunity missed as a foul is called. Innocent. Looks like he's called for it. Eustace comes in for Linison. As Pauk struggled to get into bounds to eventually find Shotglass. He just gets it over the half. Closely guarded by Carlos Alisen. And the same, keeping the ball on that far side. Margaritis is available for Pauk. Still It's across the midline. Everything on the far half of the floor. Shot glasses, pass comes shot, turned over. Chance to run, Zaragoza have it. Good feed, Brusino will kick it. Pereira reverse it round, Sealy was denied, so Alacen now has to pull it out. He goes to Pereira for 3. Can't get it. He's got a hand on the rebound, but he's called for the foul. Big men just racking up fouls right now for Zaragoza. 2 for Hillenson. And now 1 for Hustius. Fourth foul against the big Cuban. Smith coming back in, as does Lewis. Good break for them across that quarter. Here is Lewis, the hot hand of the third. Getting into the lane, can't finish. He wants to foul. Alacen did a good job not to commit it though. It's now Alacen. Gets to the line. Takes the game to Lewis physically. And is rewarded. Best will come back in. Margaritas goes out. Smaller lineup, perhaps on the floor for PAOK then. Wiggins will move over to the 4 position. Best to play the 3. Nice sound up the line. Can't hit. And again, it's just the same thing we've been talking about. Opportunities. I think to the jump shot for Sealy, the jump shot for San Miguel, the 3 for San Miguel, and now missed free throws as well. And going the other way, Knowles, he'll lose it. Chance to run. Brusino gets it back. Easy dunk. Brusino gets it going. Will that be the momentum that Zaragoza need? Transition score makes it a 10-point game again. They still have a lot of time left, but have to start making a move shortly. Pressure up the floor from Zaragoza. PAOK eventually get it into the hands of Lewis. 10-point game. First time we're going to see this Sealy and Ennis combination together in the backcourt for Zaragoza. And the elevator screen doesn't work because it's an offensive foul. Job done. Job number 1 done for Zaragoza then. Get the stop on the defensive end now. You have to do some work. Try and get a score to back it up. Sealy goes to Hustius, can't finish as it's rejected by Sarikopoulos. PAOK thought about running, but Sarikopoulos tells them all, slow down, hold it, wait here. They're in no hurry. Nikopoulos will screen, roll, and just isolate Smith. Step back for Smith. It's good. Adam Smith being quiet in the second half after such a hot start. At 27 now for him. 6 threes on the night. Brusino tries to respond. Triple of his own, doesn't go. That is PAOK possession, crowd loving it. No hurry for Lewis, he pulls it out. Attacks. Plenty of patience. There's now Smith, steps to the side and makes another one. Adam Smith, incredible from him. Just got to the foul line, little lateral step. Frees himself from the defender, makes the jumper. Ennis. Attempted pass to the backdoor cut. Brusino is taken away. And Benzing's going to come in. Need his impact right now. Smith will guard Sealy on the out of bounds. There's Brusino gliding in, gets the finish. Pressure again from Zaragoza, but it's broken. Lewis will hold it here. Turnover straight into the hands of Ennis. Under contact, no foul called. Brusino moves it on. Sealy back to Brusino. Needs this, and he makes it. Big shot for Zaragoza. They make it a 10-point game again. Here they come once more with the pressure. 16 for Brusino. Smith holding and waiting. Will pull up. Smith doesn't get it to go. Benzing holds off his man, grabs the rebound. Innes throws ahead. Who's this? Steps through, gets the dunk. And is that a little shift in momentum for Zaragoza? Couple of good strong plays for them. PAOK losing their way a little there. And they're going to burn a timeout here. Worrying signs if you're a PAOK fan after being so comfortable.
Outside. Start here. He's there. He's there. Okay. Try to come higher because they will freeze. Set the screen and leave. Immediately go there. You run to set the screen. Hey, if they play head, pass front. Okay.
I think they will try to ice it. So come a dribble higher and set it flat. You know, we got a guard.
Hey, second option. Hard side two. Hard side two. With him. Okay.
Don't call it. Let's go, guys. Dame. Rena, 2-3.
Best will try and bring it in. This pressure's worked a bit for Zaragoza. They've sped the game up when they needed to here. 8 points, the difference right now. Lewis holding and waiting. He hands it over to Smith. This is the man who's the danger. Zaragoza trap him, getting it out of his hands. Best finds Sarikopoulos, who can't finish. Here comes Zaragoza. Sealy crosses over. Sealy takes the contact, finishes the play. And Zaragoza are within 6 now. (9-0) run, as you can see. Crucial time to have it as well. Zaragoza here, still alive. 2.5 minutes left. PAOK have gone a little passive. Smith trying to turn the corner. A lot of eyes on him. He'll back it out. 2 seconds on the clock. And this does well not to foul. And Smith makes it. Incredible from Adam Smith, another three. It was given as a 2. Smith, 31 on the game as Justis gets the score. Clock winding down. Lewis will cross the half here. Under 2 minutes now. 6 the lead. Lewis holding and waiting. Finds the cutting man in Wiggins. Wiggins loses it, picks it up, gets to his left hand. Can't finish. Here comes Ennis. Ennis, open floor, tries to cross it over, goes off the foot, but play continues. Wiggins, the easy finish. And smiles all round for PAOK. Wiggins with a big score. And what a turning point that might be. Zaragoza had momentum. They had numbers in transition. It comes off the leg of Smith, and Wiggins gets the dunk. Makes it an 8-point game. Looks like a technical foul might have been called as well. Just try and confirm that with you as the referees once again go to the monitor. A timeout was called by Zaragoza. Technical foul called against Brusino. So there, we're looking whether that was a 2 or a 3. Oh, yeah. You can see the official making the 3-point signal. It was only given as a 2, I believe. So let's have another look. Smith. Oh, no, foot is on the line. Oh, no, he doesn't shoot it. Yeah, foot on the line. Not much more Ennis could do, is there? So that's a 2-point basket. Yeah, that was a 2, not a 3. And then seems to be it's going to be a technical foul against Brusino. So it will be 1 shot to come for PAOK. And then it will be possession for Zaragoza. You could see their frustration. It's the kick violation. Referee's opinion is it was the ball to foot, not foot to the ball. At the line then, it'll be Chickon Lewis, not Adam Smith, who's on 31. But Lewis, 17 points, 5 assists instead. He makes it. And then now it'll be another timeout. So another timeout called. Let's listen in and see what Zaragoza have got to say.
Milan, 2 and 4. 5, okay? Trabajo, Javier. Este gesto, Nico. Cualquier gesto de venirte aquí limpio. And now you make the decision. Use this move. And this guy for 3-point shot. After this, open, Javi. It's not possible easy shot. Okay, focus, guys. It's Nico. They have a mistake. Nico, backdoor move. First pass.
Hey guys,
guys,
hey guys, if Wiggins is on court, 30%, okay?
One number is 4.
Zaragoza will advance the ball. Those are under 2 minutes. Ennis will bring it in. Tenzing open for three. Hits the front ring. There's tips it, can't make it. And Lewis brings it down. They'll come with pressure. Zaragoza. It's easily broken. Pauk now can play keeper weight. They get into the hands of Lewis, who's fouled. And Sealy commits it. It'll be sideline possession. There's confusion if it's sideline or if it's shots. So 2 shots to come for Jaquan Lewis. First is good for him. What a game this man has had tonight. Lewis doesn't get the second to reach 20 points. 7 of 11, 7 of 12 from the field. 5 assists as well. Sealy thinks about the 3. Rusino, his pass deflected out. Stays with Zaragoza. Inline possession. Who's this on the little run up? Can't get it. Out possession. Lewis beats everybody, crosses the half safely, and now can pull it out, use some clock. They want this double-digit win here. Pauk, cross-court pass, safely handled. There's Lewis again, holding and waiting. Brusino guarding him closely. Shot clock to 5. Corner 3 for Best is good. Big shot from Aaron Best, stretches the lead out even further. Ennis coming off the screen. His pass deflected. Best will continue to play. Lewis throws it up to Best. He slams it home. Smiles all around. Lewis can't stand up. We've got to get back here. Ennis come the other way, fouled. Sarkopoulos. Hard foul. Lewis flipping up. Best coming in. Great finish from him. As they run into each other. We go to the monitor again to see if this is an unsportsmanlike foul. And this comes off. Sarkopoulos reaching in. So timeout called. It is an unsportsmanlike foul against Sarkopoulos. That's it. Excuse me. Substitutions. Sarkopoulos goes out. His 5th. And it's at the line. There'll be 2 shots plus possession to come. First doesn't go. This is the second as well. Just couldn't make those big plays when they needed them here tonight, Zaragoza. A 15-point lead for Pauk. One final chance for Zaragoza to cut into this lead. Open man is Sealy. He lays it up. They do get 2 points back. Somebody's got it inbound for PAOK. Lewis gets it over to Best. Best pushes. He's not stopping. Continues to drive. Slices in for 2 more. Aaron Best, another score. Ennis pulls up for 3. Doesn't get it. And a well-deserved victory for PAOK. They take this one eventually 93-78. A strong second half performance from them after they were pegged back in the first half. They had a double-digit lead that was reduced to 1 at the half. But very impressive when they needed to be, PAOK. Excellent shooting percentages from them. 2-point, 3-point range. You know, free throws, they had their struggles, as did Zaragoza. They won the rebounding battle as well, and every time they needed it, guys like Smith and Lewis stepped up with big-time plays. So 2 wins in a row for PAOK then, off that momentum of last week's win. They come back here to Thessaloniki and get a good performance and victory. They were led by Adam Smith, 31 points personal for him. There you see it, 11 of 16 for the field. Jaquan Lewis had 19, Aaron Best with 15 in the end as well. As Brusino led the charge for Zaragoza. Benzing 13, Sealy 15, Hustis 12, and Dylan Ennis had 11 to help them in scoring as well. But for Zaragoza, they'll just be frustrated. Like I said, at crucial moments, they couldn't get a play on either end of the floor. They couldn't get that crucial stop. And they had a couple of really good offensive opportunities to build some runs together that they failed to capitalize on. So, an entertaining game here. We'll see PAOK take their second victory in a row. They will now back up that win that they got last week against Brindisi with victory here tonight. They will move to 2 wins in the Basketball Champions League, and they'll try and make it 3 on the road in Telkom Baskets Bonn next week. So another opportunity for them to be able to advance even further. In Group D, we know how tight it is. Zaragoza will return back to Spain in the happy surroundings of a place where they're yet to lose in the Basketball Champions League, as they will face off against Brindisi. And both these 2 teams now will try and re-establish themselves. Zaragoza dropped to 3 wins and 3 losses. PAOK moved to 2 wins and 4 losses. So a tightly fought group in Group D continues as PAOK take the victory here at home against Zaragoza.